What is up, Flavor Family? It is Paul, Bobby, and Art at Trader Joe's. This video has been long overdue. We haven't done one since the fall of last year, and for good reason. We're gonna get kicked out of there, right, you guys? They are really hip to the filming game. It's a very small store. They have so many employees, but that's not gonna stop us. I'm up Paul, so we're even more under the radar. We look like shoppers, and we're gonna go in there because this video has to be done. There's so many new items in there that are awesome, like for best in class, super high quality. There's also a few I want you to stay away from. So Paul and I are gonna attempt to go into Trader Joe's and show you about, I don't know, 15 of our favorite items and a few to stay away from. But before we go in there, I think, Paul, they should probably click that old subscribe button because we are putting our life on the line every single week with 3 videos, 2 at the grocery store, and then during the week we're doing a live stream cooking demo. Paul comes over sometimes. It's a lot of work. So better yet, after you subscribe, there's a bell icon right below the video. Enable all notifications because you don't want to miss these live streams. We cook a recipe from start to finish. It's super fun. Now, fingers crossed, Paul, let's go do some shopping. All right, guys, super exciting new product I just saw this week on Instagram. It is bone broth. Bone broth is really, really good stuff. I typically always say to make it yourself at home because it's way cheaper. That being said, this is good because number one, it's organic, and it's one of the cheaper prices I've seen. And what I like about the bone broth, Paul, is that it's made with grass-fed organic bones. And if you look at the consistency of this, the texture is really nice. It's kind of thick and gelatinous, and it's very good for your immune system, your gut bacteria, your hair, your skin, your nails. Ingredients on the back. Look at that. No filler. If you go in the aisle and you try to get the stock here, like the beef stock or the chicken stock, it almost always has yeast extract, caramel coloring, or sugar. This is actually super clean, which is very exciting.
Might be paw approved. We'll see.
Let's talk about gut bacteria, something we're talking more about on the channel. I think gut bacteria is very, very important for fostering the good probiotic bacteria and staying healthy. 2 really exciting products that are relatively new here at Trader Joe's are naturally fermented sauerkraut. This is great because if you look at the ingredients, there's no vinegar, right? It's just cabbage, cucumber, salt, and garlic. It's more expensive because they ferment it over time, and that's where you get the good bacteria from. Much better price if you go to Costco. They have a huge thing of wild brine organic sauerkraut, but they also have naturally fermented pickles here. And the only brand I've ever seen up until now actually is Bubby's, and it's expensive. It's $5.99 at Whole Foods. This is $5.49. And once again, if you look at the ingredients here, it's just cucumbers, water, salt, garlic, spices. Every other pickle has vinegar, but it is gut friendly, so we're all about that.
It might be on a Paul approved list.
Well, I think Paul approval list, if you guys want to see that, we can get more of that. Yes. Let's go to the dips right below it. One of the most exciting dips here I've seen maybe ever is right here, Paul. It's the organic spicy avocado hummus. Look at these ingredients, and then it's going to get really interesting because the oils they use in these different dips here varies from really good to really crappy. So this is a really good. We look at the ingredients. First of all, garbanzo beans, avocado pulp, tahini, no filler, all thriller, and they're using extra virgin olive oil. It does not get any better than that. You guys have heard me talk about hummus in the past. They usually use like GMO soybean oil, processed canola oil. So this is a go. But then I don't understand it, Paul, because if you pick up the Trader Joe's Mediterranean hummus, look at the ingredients. Why are they not using extra virgin olive oil like they did here? They're using canola oil. Is it expeller pressed canola oil?
Canola oil.
Major no-no, right? You guys go watch the oil review video that we did last year. Canola oil is highly processed, highly refined, and they use a chemical called hexane to extract the oil from the plant. It's bad news. Also, they say Trader Joe's is non-GMO with everything, so I gotta trust them for that, even though I'm kind of leery because they use a lot of canola and soybean oil here, so that's a no. And then you look at something like the chocolate hummus.
Chocolate?
It's crazy, right?
That's wrong.
If Paul says it's wrong, it's wrong. But look, now they're using expeller pressed canola oil. They also have natural flavors in here. I wouldn't buy this because of the sugar, but why are they using expeller pressed with this, regular processed canola with this, and extra virgin with this? Something's really, really strange here at Trader Joe's. They have some of the best and then some of the worst, but I don't know. Stick with the avocado hummus. That's golden. Let's move on. All right, Paul, let's talk about bread. We do have the whole video about breads and what to buy and what to avoid. Watch that at the end of this video, of course, right? But if you're at Trader Joe's, it's easy. There's 2 breads and this whole wall of breads here that you want to get. And it is either Ezekiel or this Alvarado Street Bakery sprouted bread. We talk about this in the bread video, but the reason why you want to buy sprouted bread is because it's easier for your body to digest sprouted grains, and your body derives a lot more nutrition out of them. Basically, they're sprouts, they're grains that are soaked in water until little tail forms. They're much healthier. Trader Joe's also
my
has
eye
their
on
own
that
variety, and Paul has his eye actually on the sprouted sourdough bread.
I'd like to know what you think. Yeah.
But I would actually stay away because it's not sprouted whole wheat, right? So any kind of sourdough is made with refined wheat, and that is a thumbs down, Paul. Thank you for doing that. So stick, if you're gonna get Trader Joe's, get the sprouted rye, but even that I wouldn't get, you guys, because it has sunflower oil. Get the Alvarado Street, get the Ezekiel. It's an amazing price here. It's better than Whole Foods.
Sunflower oil? What's wrong with sunflower
It's
oil?
processed and refined, Paul. Good question, right? It's not expeller pressed.
Yeah.
So that's the breads I would get
Interesting.
here at, let's go over here, at Trader Joe's. And then a couple people over on Instagram, they sent me some pictures. By the way, you guys, keep sending me any exciting products you see over to Flay City Instagram, because I love exploring things through you guys, and follow me because every night we're doing recipes of what we're making for dinner. My dad, Johnny P, comes over. It's super fun. These peanuts gone on a date bar. Play on words, you gotta like that. It's a peanut date bar with just 5 ingredients. There's no nasty oils, there's no filler, very, very clean. It's not high in protein, only has 4 grams of protein, but this is very, very good.
Peanuts versus other nuts? You sure those are the ideal source?
Yeah, so obviously you're thinking because they're legumes, it can be inflammatory, but I'm okay with that. I prefer their organic. Good question, Paul. Organic, because the legumes grow on the ground. They're very susceptible to pesticides and herbicides. What are you gonna do? It's a great price. I can still put the Bobby approval on
That's just what I was thinking.
there. Do you get the Paul approval on there or no?
We're working on what the Paul approved list is going
Okay, we'll get back to
consist
you.
of. Almond butter turmerics. Oh, this is exciting.
That's what we're talking about. See, Paul just saw it, you guys. This is the most exciting salad dressing I possibly have ever seen. I got to thank my friend Ari on Twitter for sending it over. So it's cold pressed, super, super clean salad dressing. I've never seen dressing with this kind of ingredients. Paul, look at this. It's almond butter, lemon juice, ginger, lemon zest, ground turmeric. There's absolutely no oil in here, right? It's super clean. Now, don't be misled because it says cold pressed here. That is just marketing gimmicks. It's not truly cold pressed, because think about if you get a cold pressed juice at the store, it'll last for 3 days. Waldo is the code word for employee. If you actually cold press something, it's going to go rancid in 3 days. They don't use high temperature to pasteurize it. They use high pressure, HPP pasteurization. It still produces some heat, but it's better than the ultra high temperature. That being said, it's a fantastic salad dressing. The Green Goddess, fantastic ingredients, extra virgin and regular olive oil. A-OK, but be careful, because the carrot ginger miso uses canola oil. It's not expeller pressed. So it's once again this thing at Trader Joe's, you get the good quality oils, then the really, really bad
Like
ones
Jekyll
here.
and Hyde.
Amazing. Paul, you're going home with both of those.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, yeah. Why don't we put those in the cart?
Go for it. Paulie, this is a hot new item people are excited about on Instagram. It's called Italian Bomba hot pepper sauce with Calabrian chilies. Calabrian chilies are southern Italian chilies that are spicy. It's a cool concept, but what do? We don't go by the front of the cover, right?
not.
We go by the back.
Obviously.
And they do use extra virgin olive oil, but what comes before that? Look at that. Sunflower seed oil.
Ooh, no.
Just as bad as canola, just as bad as veggie, just as bad as corn oil, highly processed, highly refined. If they used expeller pressed, I'd be happy. Why don't they do that? I don't understand. They have the biggest mix of oils here.
It's a great question.
If it costs 10 more cents, would you care? I wouldn't care, right? Or just go 100% extra virgin olive oil. So for that reason, I would not buy that, and neither would Paul.
No, I was about to say the same thing.
Okay, I'm glad you said it. This, you guys, is my favorite gluten-free pasta of all time. And I like it because it's organic and the ingredients are very simple, Paul. It's yellow lentil and brown rice pasta. You look at the ingredients, that's it. There's no other ingredients. Sometimes they put filler in there. Some of you guys have been asking about a pasta at Costco called Banza. It's made from chickpeas. And the problem is, look at the ingredients. They put xanthan gum in there, which is an emulsifier, which I normally don't mind. But when you can avoid emulsifiers, I would. You don't have to put it in pasta. Too many emulsifiers can hurt your stomach if you have sensitive tummy. So I would go with this one. The price is right. It's fantastic. And then, Paul, if I just reach over here, this is a new item here. It's rice crumbs. Think of panko breadcrumbs. If you look at the ingredients, it's puffed rice that's been pulverized. So basically, it's a gluten-free version of panko breadcrumbs. So if you're looking to pan fry something and get a crispy texture, this is where you want to go. It's a brand new item. There's no other ingredients in here. It's not low carb, right? If you want low carb, you use chicharron or pork rinds and you bash those up. But I think it's really cool if you're gluten-free and you want to do like breaded pork chops. This is what you want to get. And then, luckily everything's right here. These are very popular, you guys. Have you had these, Paul? They're Norwegian Crispbreads.
I've had my eye on them, but never quite pulled the trigger.
So, don't pull the trigger. Keep your trigger finger. back because it's a good idea in theory. They have two kinds. They have regular, they have gluten-free, but once again, they're using the low quality oil. We look here and they use rapeseed oil. Rapeseed oil is another word for canola oil, but it's highly processed, highly refined. They use a chemical called hexane to extract the oil. Why do they do that? What do you think, Paul? Why do you think they use a chemical to extract the oil?
I have an idea, but why don't you...
Do you have an idea? Money. It's always money, you guys. They don't want to waste anything. When you expel or press something, 15% of the oil is left behind, which is why they do it here.
And what's the issue with hexane?
Hexane is a chemical. It's a pure chemical.
All chemicals?
It's a synthetic chemical, and they say that all the hexane is removed when they actually extract the oil. I don't believe that. It's when you process something at high heat too, like rapeseed oil, you alter the fatty acid to basically a trans fat. Super bad news. Do not buy these.
Also in some cereals you want to avoid.
Very good, Paul. Very good. Here is a new item, creamy pink Primavera sauce. Paul, take a look at the ingredients and tell me if this is Paul approved.
Yeah, well, not going to say what's Paul approved until we get that logo up there. But,
Excuse me.
I'm a little bit concerned about the heavy cream. It might be an issue for people with sensitive stomachs.
Good point. So that is in here, so it's not dairy-free, and it's not organic cream. You guys know I'm very big on organic dairy because it's non-GMO feed. That being said, it is in here to make it creamy, so I'm okay with it. The rest of the ingredients, though, what do you think? They look pretty good.
Yeah, red beet puree sounds almost pretty exciting. What do you think?
It's a very exciting ingredient.
It's a pretty exciting
They're using
ingredient.
olive oil, which is the good oil in here. There's no nitro flavors. Yep. This is really, really good. This is Bobby approved. Is it Paul approved?
Kind of borderline.
Borderline.
Hold off on that one.
Okay, we'll hold off on Paul's. And then coming over here, this caught my attention out of the corner of my eye. This is basically Trader Joe's version of
caught my attention.
Kodiak cakes. They're high protein buttermilk pancake mix. And I like the ingredients, you guys. Look at this. It's white whole wheat flour. It's not enriched. Enriched is really bad because they strip away all the nutrition. Yeah. It's whole wheat flour after that. It's wheat protein isolate. It's whey protein. It's really, really good, guys. I'd say this is a fantastic high protein, 10 grams per serving with no filler in there.
I'm not sure if I'm a huge fan of the whole wheat.
If you're going to eat wheat, it has to be whole grains. Otherwise, you strip all the nutrition away. Spikes your blood sugar, diabetes city.
Thumb to the side.
Okay, it's on the record. Paul, do me a favor. Tell me the difference between these two peanut butters here. Look at the ingredients. I think
you
actually...
You cannot film in our store, you know that. Please turn that off. You've been told this before, I believe, so.
All right, they got us. We actually got pretty far in the video, but we're gonna go have a quick lunch break at Chipotle. I do no rice burrito bowl with chicken. And then we're gonna go to another Trader Joe's. That's the beauty of living in Chicago. There's another 3 to 4 within a 10-minute drive, so they ain't gonna stop us. Can't stop us. Let's go. All right, Paul and I are very passionate about pasture-raised eggs, which is why we don't want you buying Chino Valley pasture-raised eggs here because they're not truly pasture-raised. You can go to cornucopia institute.org.
Cornucopia.org.
We can look up articles online. This is just not a really pasture-raised egg, and the problem is...
And remember, pasture-raised doesn't necessarily mean pastured on grass.
Exactly.
Probably in a feedlot and not necessarily getting the access to the kind of outdoors that you might think the label intends.
Stick with Vital Farms eggs because it's not a government regulated term and these are not really pasture raised eggs. Going on to some other new products here, they have something called Aqua Kefir that's actually dairy free by GT. Kefir, thank you, Paul. It does have the same amount of sugar as GT's regular kombucha, but I do like the fact that we have the probiotic bacteria in there. Very, very important. Here's something good for the fall, you guys. I see these kind of immune system boosting shots here. This is great because this is the turmeric one here. Whenever you have a turmeric, you want to add black pepper to that. The black pepper actually activates the turmeric. This has it. It's cheaper than I've seen other places for $2, so I'm all about boosting the immune system around the fall, right? Very, very
I am
important.
too.
Yeah.
Very good call.
All right, so something that really bothers me is that Trader Joe's uses a lot of carrageenan. It's that seaweed emulsifier, right? And the problem is it wreaks havoc on a lot of people's gut. If you have GI issues, stay away from carrageenan. And if you look at the Trader Joe's, a regular whipping cream, carragenan's here. The cool thing is, if you go to the organic version here, that has no carrageenan, and I would go for organic dairy all the time because...
Go ahead.
Non-GMO feed, right?
Of course, just as I was thinking.
Obviously, Paul was thinking, so go with the organic one, and you'll see like some of the ice creams over there in the freezer have a lot of carrageenan. Organic, 100% grass-fed cow's milk here. And the price is not bad, you guys. It is... Where's the price?
$3.49?
That's for fat-free milk. But it's really cool because it is 100% grass-fed, so I would definitely get this. And here's a new item, you guys. I'm super excited about this. It's simply almond beverage, and instead of having emulsifiers and gums and stuff like that in here, all it is 2 ingredients: waters and almond. Water and almonds.
But how many almonds, truly? That's an issue I've always wondered about.
Most almond milks only have 7 to 8 almonds per cup. Yes. This one, I don't know. There's no emulsifiers, so my guess is that it's a little thinner, but at least you're not getting those gums and the nasty fillers. And then really, really exciting yogurt here. We're staying in the grass-fed theme, 100% organic, whole milk yogurt here. Plain is the way to go, because when you start buying yogurts or probiotic drinks that have sugars added to it, the sugar actually cancels out the probiotic effect. It kills the bacteria. So I love the fact that they have this. It's only $3.29, which is a great...
And don't forget to mention the Cornucopia Institute also rates yogurt scorecard.
Great point. Sticking in the yogurt theme, there's a new item here. Dairy-free cashew yogurt here. I don't like it because they have added sugars. There's 12 added sugars in one of these 5.3 ounce containers. 12 grams of sugar, you guys, is over 3 teaspoons of sugar. Imagine 3 teaspoons of white sugar in here. That is bad news, you guys. And plus you're killing all the probiotics in here. So no go on this.
Oof, wish I would have known that when I was a kid.
All right, you guys might get really excited when you see this new bacon here, because it's no sugar, meaning it's paleo, and it's 37% less sodium. But Paul, what do you say about that?
You know, I'm not totally sold on the bacon, but I do like the no sugar. And for those Pulp Fiction fans, just be a little careful with where you're getting the food. That's all.
My only complaint with this is that even though it's no sugar, it's low quality pork that is fed GMO grain, right? So you want to find pigs that are pasture raised ideally and aren't fed GMO grain, which is very, very hard to do. I've seen one in Whole Foods, but all the bacon here is basically your mass, commercialized hog pen pigs. So I would avoid this. But on the plus side, if you go to beef, they do now have organic 100% grass-fed hot dogs here. Look at the ingredients. No bad stuff, no filler here, right? Very, very good stuff. Paul, take a closer look when we're done here.
I'm not 100% sure, but I'll take a second look.
And the Applegate one here, super, super, super clean. So I like those a lot. I would just stay away from the bacon. And I think that's it for right about here. Let's go over to the cheese, guys. Check it out. Okay, so cheese, dairy-free cheese. Be very, very careful here at Trader Joe's, because when you buy the almond mozzarella shreds, you're going to think it's dairy-free. It's not. See, it's not. Even Paul was fooled. So look at the ingredients. They're using casein. Casein is the milk protein, so you got to look out for that. Plus, they're using a ton of other fillers here. And then if you say, well, okay, I'm going to go for the vegan mozzarella shreds, yeah, that is 100% plant-based. But look what they're using. Canola oil. That is highly processed. So once again, they mix up these oils here. I would not get either of these. There's a brand in Whole Foods. It's the only one I like, called Voix Life. That's the best one. These I would avoid.
As I said, vegan's not necessarily better.
This is one of my favorite protein bars, and they have the best price here at Trader Joe's.
Ooh,
it's Bulletproof collagen protein. Oh, Paul approves immediately off the bat. That's a first. Yeah. Number one, Bulletproof are the guys who invented the Bulletproof coffee, hot coffee, grass-fed butter, MCTs. The cool thing about this is that it actually has collagen, grass-fed collagen, which is a great supplement to, as you get older, you lose collagen. Also good for your hair, your skin, your teeth, your nails. But look at the ingredients, you guys. Super, super clean ingredients. They're using stevia as a sweetener here.
I'm not sure about the soy and wheat.
Where do you see that? It says produced in a facility.
Yes,
right,
but
this is why Paul's approved list is not approved yet, okay? Carbs aren't too high. They're 9 grams, but you guys, for a low sugar, we're talking 2 grams of sugar, grass-fed collagen, and protein. It makes the Bobby approval. Paul's approval list is now questioned everyone, so... What I do want to
more information on that.
People love Quest bars. I don't like Quest bars because look at the ingredients here. Number one, they use natural flavors. Number two, they use sucralose. Sucralose is Splenda. It's a chemically made sugar that is not good for your gut. Also, stuff like those sweeteners trick your brain into craving more sugar. No to Quest, yes to collagen from Bulletproof all day long.
And my brain has been tricked once in a while.
See, it happens to Paul.
But not that often.
Now, you guys might be tempted at this Virgil's sugar-free root beer. And I know it's very, very exciting to find a sugar-free soda. But if you look at these, just like every other unsweetened soft drink, that has the dreaded natural flavors in here. I mean, and caramel coloring, which is a known carcinogen.
I mean, that was tempting, especially the packaging. It
looks really, really good, I know. Instead, you guys know Spindrift is my favorite flavored carbonated water. It's the only one on the market that doesn't have natural flavors. And here at Trader Joe's, they're not only playing Coldplay right now, so Art is very, very happy. You can buy it by the can. It's 88 cents. You don't have to commit to a whole case. So, Ice cream is exciting here at Trader Joe's because they have their version of Halo Top, low-fat, high-protein ice cream. The only thing is I would stay away from the cookies and cream. The ingredient list is way too long. They have natural flavors. They have palm oil. They have soybean oil. But the peanut butter is pretty much the same as Halo Top, but it doesn't have natural flavors. They're using monk fruit as the sweetener here. So this is fantastic. But I'm really, really nervous about the other ice creams here at Trader Joe's. If you're dairy-free and you eat the chocolate made with coconut milk, they put mono and diglycerides in here, another word for trans fat, and carrageenan. How crazy is that?
I'd almost rather have dairy.
If you get the gelato, I agree. They also put natural flavors and carrageenan in here too. The only one you can really get here is the organic vanilla fudge. That's like the only one that has clean ingredients. So this is the only one I would get here. And once again, Trader Joe's has their love affair with carrageenan. I would be careful, you guys.
Yeah, I think really overall you're best off going on Flavor City and watching a video how to make your own ice cream, because that's the only place I really trust.
I don't have that recipe yet, but it's a good idea. All right, family, that is it. Trader Joe's haul is done. We only got kicked out of one store. To be honest, I thought we'd have to go to 2 or 3, but hey, we did it, undercover brother style. Let us know where to next. Let us know if Paul is like the best security detail you've ever seen. We got 2 more videos going below us right now. Share, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. But Art and Paul and I will see you very, very soon. Until then, hashtag keep on cooking, mad love, and peace.